second string, but we don't never sit the bench. Rising stars of the radio, now watch as we ascend. Second string telling the truth, there's no need to take offense. Grant Jake Logan in the booth, so you better pay attention.
And welcome back to another edition of the Second String Sports Show. I'm your host, Jake.
Logan.
Grant.
And Geoff, where are you? Oh, yeah. He'll be calling in again later, just like last week, because Geoff Lowe. Where is Geoff?
He's
right
a
now?
busy guy, apparently.
He's either A, going to have some fun with some ladies.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
B, gonna go waste all his money at the strip club and eat some chicken wings and cry to himself and wipe his tears on his collared shirt.
Okay.
Straight from work. Or C, he's going to a basketball game.
Putting sports bets on something too.
Yeah, losing all his money on a sports bet.
Hey, there it is. I had to add a little extra on that.
So you guys will hear from Geoff later in the show, probably about 15, 20 minutes or so. He's going to call in and
give you some takes.
give some hot takes, you know. He'll be back for our regular show next week, but as things stand, us three are here talking about probably the most legendary, iconic Super Bowl of recent memory. This is the official Super Bowl breakdown show, critique, hot takes, debates, whatever you want to call it, anything Super Bowl related. So where do we kick it off besides records broken, first overtime in the history of the NFL for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of hit it right on the head when you said, like, the most iconic game that we can kind of remember. I mean, it was definitely in my lifetime.
Well, Logan can't remember.
Well, I was going to wait, and you know what? You brought me in right into it. I'm going to say this first. I was stuck in the Austin airport I got to watch the first half, a whole first half. And it was the worst first half. Second half, I go on a flight. I missed the whole flight. And then eventually...
As you're going into that flight, what was your mindset?
Yeah, so I'm expecting the Falcons to just kind of take things over. And then eventually I'm stuck in the Seattle airport. I have to drive down from Seattle to Portland, and I got to see the whole game run down. But I just want to use this platform real quick. I know it's a huge platform and everyone's listening. I just got to say, Alaska Airlines, you know what? You guys should just go into the gutter and just fall asleep and die. I'll just tell you what. You guys made me go from all the way from Portland to Seattle.
Strike them off the potential sponsors list.
I'm just going to say that. Get out of here. You guys maybe missed the best Super Bowl because I was on your flight and didn't get to drive down. I just want to do this right now.
I forgot about that part,
that's
honestly.
true.
That you
I don't even care. Yeah, but I missed the second half of the Super Bowl. None of my hot takes will even matter.
Well,
but I'll give it second half opinion.
Probably going into the second half, you were probably thinking, wow, this was about as good as it could have gone because I think the Falcons are just going to kind of...
Yeah, I was excited. It was
Boring
like
game, yeah.
Yeah, it was like boring Super Bowl. I was like, all right, I'll go on this plane happy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would have been thinking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's what everyone was thinking. We're like, all right, now we got Lady Gaga, and now we're going...
That was Lady Gaga.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
It was pretty entertaining. She's a good live performer.
She was a very good live performer, but from what we were talking about last show, most expensive halftime performance of all time, I was expecting some, like,
more left shark
lasers, some sharks, some blood, some, like, costume. I think she only changed her costume, like, 2 or 3 times, and it was just, like, some normal sparkly shit, like, nothing exciting. I was like, what the hell? Like, where's, like, your explosion of, like, fashionista wings and
wardrobe
fire
malfunction.
And, like, water? Oh, yeah, some nudes, yeah. That'd be nice. Some Janet Jackson 2.0, but, Gaga doing it, like, intentionally coming out just completely nude as, like, a statement.
Gee.
Yeah.
That's what Jake thought of it.
But, I mean...
Overall, I thought it was solid.
So.
I thought it was solid. It wasn't anything too special. It wasn't bad at all.
It was the most viewed halftime show of all time.
Yeah, that's what happens all the time. It just keeps bumping up.
True.
Next year, it'll be the most viewed halftime show of all time. Then you'll forget about this performance. Halftime shows, get out of here. You're just causing more time.
Halftime show hater.
I'm just like, I'm here for the
man.
sports. I'm here for the sports. Just give me I don't even watch the halftime show. I never even saw anything. I never even saw a video. I just saw pictures. And all I gotta say
sounds like the anger
halftime,
coming from someone who missed the game.
The halftime show just needs to get out of the Super Bowl. That's another thing that just needs to leave.
Terrible hot take.
No, I'm just gonna say that right now.
I didn't understand.
You're mumbling right now. Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
Yeah.
Are you under the influence of something? That
Yeah,
Geoff would say a few sodas?
Yeah.
Whoa. Real Thursday night turn up. Anyways. So what were some of the predictions that we made on last week's show that we can... I mean, my Brady Goodell rumors did not come true.
Nah, we were just
That was
throwing
a
things
hot
out
take.
there.
Yeah.
Well, rarely anybody, like, even like the gas bag sports analysis people, if they predicted the Patriots to win, let's be honest, you guys didn't really predict that game.
No one could have predicted that.
You guys didn't really predict it. No one, like, I predicted the Patriots to win along with, like, more than probably half of America, I'll say that. And
I know
nothing really turned out because no one could see, like, a Tom Brady comeback like that. I didn't see it. I got on an airplane. I was feeling
You
really
literally didn't see it.
Yep. I literally did not see this game.
Wait, so Jake, you picked Falcons, is that right?
I picked the Falcons to win, but I did say if the Patriots were to win, I predicted Julio Jones to have under 50 yards. He had 97, but he only had 4 catches, so still contained. Ish. Kind of. He wasn't an impact.
He still had amazing catches. They're like,
he did. That one catch,
I saw. I came back and I saw
that
the
sideline
highlights.
catch.
Yeah. I think I
Got me a
had
little
I had the
solid.
Patriots by a touchdown, I believe. So
Yeah, you got to buy a touchdown, but like they led for 0
yeah,
point,
I agree.
like
Yeah.
0 seconds, literally.
They didn't lead at one point at all. in that
no,
time.
I agree. Like
That's
I
crazy.
got the prediction right, but at the same time, it probably shouldn't have been like that. I mean, it was an incredible comeback, and just like Logan said, I don't think that was a very predictable game.
No, it's not. Well, technically it was a predictable game, but like score wise and
It was
team won.
predictable in
And
the fact that the Patriots won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just how they did it is unpredictable, and you can never honestly. Tom Brady won the MVP, and if you look at all of his other Super Bowl MVPs and other Super Bowls that he's won, and even Super Bowls that he's lost, Tom Brady did not have a great game and like overall stat line. If you look at the stats from top to bottom, it wasn't his best performance. It was probably one of his worst Super Bowl performances, and he still gets the MVP.
Classic Zombs 80.
Yeah, Zombie.
Zombie. And Zill Zelichek?
Yeah. No. Fuck Zill. He does not get that credit. Anyways, if we're on the topic of Tom Brady, obviously it's been discussed on all sports platforms. Does this solidify best quarterback of all time?
I think so.
I think so too.
Pretty much.
You can always debate. It's like, oh, young or whatever, and it's just it's Tom Brady.
it's
Look what
Tom
he's
Brady.
done.
He's the king.
He is. He's the best.
And his jersey got
and
stolen.
you know what's more impressive is that he says he
Good.
wants to play.
You Darvish stole it from a herd. Yeah, maybe it was even.
Did he say he wants to play till 2025? Something insane like that.
I think
I think Odor
he
stole
wants
it.
to keep playing, so
he
has a
probably will
chance.
for
And
quite some time.
what's scary is that he doesn't seem to be getting any
he
worse.
hasn't diminished at all.
Like, usually, it's just inevitable that you kind of just go on this kind of downward trajectory, but he just keeps getting better.
Nice word. Big
Thank
word.
you. I
Way to get that.
sounded it out.
A+ word.
Thanks.
IB English word. Good word to use in thesis paper.
Oh, would do for sure.
Have done for sure.
Oh. Good to know.
But yeah, I totally agreed on the Tom Brady analysis.
Yeah,
He ain't going nowhere. He's just as good as ever.
If he's going anywhere, he's retiring because he realizes he could play. Yeah, he honestly, I'm saying this right now. He could play till he's 50 and he'd still be fine because he doesn't get hit because of the new rules of football. But if he wanted to retire right now, he would solidify himself.
Giselle wanted to.
Yeah, Giselle would. Yeah, he'd be going home to Giselle, 1, kids, 2, and going away, walking away with the Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, do it. Peyton Manning just did it, but he did a terrible, even worse Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a terrible
But he's 39. But he's 39 years old.
Peyton's
That's my
old.
point.
Peyton's a fella.
No, I'm saying Tom Brady's 39.
Wait, is Tom Brady older than Peyton Manning?
I'm on it.
You do one, I'll do the other. We'll have Siri announce it at the same time.
Well, I'm not gonna Siri it, but
Fine.
what are you doing?
How old is Tom Brady?
All right, I guess I'm on Peyton Manning.
According to my sources, Tom Brady is 39 years old.
Like I said.
How old is Peyton Manning?
All right, there it is.
Peyton Manning is 40 years old.
See, I'm telling you.
Okay, yeah, Tom ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but
Tom's a bionic.
yeah, he doesn't get hit. Like,
Wow.
it's crazy.
And his neck isn't ready to snap in any
Yeah,
second.
he's
like
only had the
Peyton's
one
is.
injury.
Yeah,
the
he's
one
only had
injury
pretty
loss
much-
where Matt Castle came in and he led the Patriots to still to the playoffs. And Matt Castle ever since was a ghost in the league, even though he was on the Chiefs and I hated him. But yeah, other than that,
There's a lot of hate spewing from Logan's mouth right
it's
now.
just it's a long week. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Yeah.
So that's pretty much all we can talk about on the Patriots end. On the Falcons end, what do you guys think about the criticism of old Matty Ice?
Matty Ice did fine. Like, he had a great game.
He's getting the way too much criticism for that loss.
It wasn't him. It's
No, not at all.
No, it's whoever Shanahan. Shannon. Yeah, it's they
Bum ass minded San Francisco.
The running plays they called that I didn't see, and the second half that I didn't see. They didn't do anything. They didn't run the ball in the second half that I did not see.
They were gassed. They had way too much confidence in that.
Well, yeah, I mean that's also kind of what they've leaned on all year is the whole 1-2 punch of Freeman and Tevin Coleman.
And they didn't do it.
And they didn't do it. So I think they kind of went away from what's won them games and like kind of the diversity that they've had all year. And when you do that, that's when you let a great quarterback like Tom Brady come back to get you. I agree. I think they needed to stick to what has got them there all season and not try to just force the ball to people. I mean that allowed the Patriots to have a lot more time in possession too. I think it was something crazy. It was like it was almost like double the time of possession if I remember correctly.
Well, the
Patriots had the ball.
Literally, the Patriots had the ball for 90 minutes, where the Falcons had it for like 40 or something like that. Or like not even that. Maybe it was, I don't remember what they had, but I know the Patriots had it for like 90. That's practically 2 football games that the Falcons defense had to play in a game. Obviously, they're going to get gas, and that's what happened.
They're dead.
Yeah, so I agree. I think it was getting away from the run was kind of their downfall. Defense could have played a little better, but at the same time, you run the ball, run some time off, you don't allow the whole comeback to happen necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And there was the whatever, because I saw the highlights. I didn't see the second half. I just want to reiterate that. That big sack towards the end in that second half was it fourth quarter or third quarter, but they could have kicked a field goal, but and then Matt Ryan got sacked towards midfield. Yeah. So that's brutal.
There was a lot of little mistakes that all added up, and it's a learning
curve. But it overall made for a very entertaining Super Bowl.
Yeah,
unexpected. Me and Grant were watching it at a Super Bowl party, and we were with quite a few obnoxious Patriots fans that I wasn't really sure why the hell they were Patriots fans, but they moved downstairs because they were so upset and they couldn't be around other people who weren't Patriots fans. And then, of course, we heard them exploding like a goddamn elephant at the circus downstairs. So
yeah,
Patriots fans were quite ecstatic.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Is Geoff ready to call in?
Also, before I gotta go to that, I just gotta say something real quick. The Falcons hiring Steve Sarkisian is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen this whole entire time. It's the funniest story of the whole entire week.
Shanahan to San Fran, Sarkisian to old Falcons, and maybe old Chip Kelly to the Crimson Tide. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean he denied that, but we'll see. I mean it's tough.
I was looking on Twitter.
Jake right now just saw an orange alligator found in the SC Puzzles residence. Just tweeted out by KGW News. We're trying to get KGW to sponsor.
Also, shout out Packy the elephant. R.I.P.
Oh yeah,
Packy
Oregon
the
Zoo
elephant.
is 54
you just brought
years
up
old.
Elephant, and it kind of just reminded me. Shed a little tear.
How did old Pax die? Get shot? Drive by?
What? How?
Another elephant
He had
slants.
TB.
What?
Tom Brady syndrome. Tom Brady.
He had tuberculosis.
Oh.
He wasn't shot in a drive-by elephant situation.
I don't know.
Nice.
Well, yeah, we're currently waiting on our fourth co-host Geoff to give us the okay of when he's going to call in. So
I say we just
call him and see what happens.
You think?
Yeah.
All right. We're doing it for you, the fans listening, to keep you guys on the edge of your seats. We are
we don't care.
We are officially calling in old Geoff Lowe.
We're kind of waiting. He's still not picking up.
Yeah, if they can hear that.
Just so you guys know, he's still. Oh, there he goes. Hey guys,
Here we go. All right, you are live.
Oh, hey. You're on speakerphone with my girlfriend, Haley.
Well,
Put her on.
Hey, put Haley on the phone real quick.
It's on speaker. Don't worry.
Hello? We are currently taking a poll for the fans right now. They want to know what Geoff is doing right now. Can you give a detailed description of what Geoff is about to do?
All right. Geoff is about to head on the 110 North to go to USC to cheer on the Beavs.
Hey, go Beavs, go Beavs.
So if you chose option C, you are correct.
So if you chose option C, you were correct. Geoff, when you listen back to the podcast, you will hear what options A and B were.
Hey, Haley.
Hey,
Were you with Geoff during the Super Bowl?
was I what?
Were you with Geoff during the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Can you describe kind of how Geoff and his reactions? That's all I'm kind of curious about.
Jeff's reaction was couldn't sit down, standing up, pacing, just looking shocked, just like slapping his face, like, what is happening? The classic.
Very true.
That's perfect. That's all I was looking for.
Very, very true. All right, Geoff.
That was very true. The one thing she left out is that there were a couple beers consumed at that same time.
No, she didn't need to put that in there. I perfectly got Jeff Lowe slapping himself in the face. I got it perfectly.
We also were taking some shots, so it got kind of wild at the Lowe house.
All I needed to see was Jeff Lowe slapping himself in the face.
All right,
Well,
Geoff.
there you go.
So we just sort of recapped our thoughts on the game, went over what we talked about last week. So just give your quick thoughts on the game, outcome, etc. Tom Brady, you know the drill.
Well, Tom Brady's the greatest ever. I thought he was the greatest ever before he even played this game. This just kind of cements it. Anybody who wants to come in with that, Joe Montana BS that he's 4-0, get out of here with that weak. That's a weak take. Brady's the best ever. That was one of the best Super Bowls I've ever seen. I don't think it's the best one ever. The best Super Bowl I've ever seen is still Giants-Patriots when the Giants pulled that upset. But
Yeah, I think it was the best Super Bowl I ever saw, too.
Because you didn't see this one.
Damn it, Jake, let the joke
Logan,
sit.
you didn't see it?
Logan was stuck on an airplane, fully confident that he was missing a boring Falcon blowout game because he got on the plane almost about halftime. So he landed to the other shock of the overtime.
That was supposed to be the joke of it, Jake, and Jeff was supposed to listen back and figure it out then, but thanks.
Well, I really
You know
did
what? That's actually kind of weirdly fun because I imagine, like, if you hop on the plane, you're like, oh, yeah, this is over, and then you get off, you're like,
Not fun.
what the fuck just happened?
Really wasn't that fun for me.
Really wasn't that fun, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It wouldn't be that fun either. I'm just trying to make it better for you, Logan.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're right. I'd be mad. I'd be so mad if I had to travel on the Super Bowl.
Same, I was.
You're right. Actually, my girlfriend knows me very well. I would not travel on the Super Bowl, even if it was work-related. I'd wake up really early and travel Monday morning.
I blame my friend's wedding.
What is your friend doing getting married on Super Bowl Sunday? That's the first question.
Love can wait.
Hey, Jeff,
That's
you'll
right.
know if you figure out it's not his decision when he gets married. You'll figure that out soon.
Well, you know what? Here are two, here's a pro tip for you, all right? One, don't get married in the fall, and two, don't get married on Super Bowl Sunday.
What's in the fall?
All right?
College football.
College football. Don't get married on the weekends in the fall.
You summer kind
People are
of
going
guy?
to be watching
Yeah,
football.
dude, summer.
He's such a guy.
What's your prediction on this Beav win tonight, though?
Of the Beav win tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say hot take nation here. Trace Tinkle comes off the bench, surprises everybody, drops 25. Beavers win by 2 points.
That's a terrible take.
I don't even think Trace Tinkle is going to suit up the rest of the year.
Yeah, no way. Red shirt.
Yeah, you've got a red shirt. You have, like, what,
Injury,
5 more
yeah.
games?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Beavers have lost 11 straight. We haven't won a conference game yet, so...
We're gonna not win We're not gonna win another game this whole season.
No,
Besides
but
tonight.
Will we cover? That's the important thing.
I'm just saying that right now. I don't know if you heard that take.
Get some fire video content for Second String's Twitter while at the game to update the listeners, Jeff. If anything
All right.
exciting happens. And
All right, you hear that, Haley? We got to get fire content.
and tell Haley if the Beavers are getting blown out, Jeff has to interview a fan in the section about Oregon State athletics and give him a quiz question about the Beavers, and we'll plug in the audio in next week's episode.
Oh, perfect. Will do.
Oh God! So it's going to be a throwback to my Beaver Sports Show days, or trivia in the
Oh,
quad.
yeah. It's making its comeback. The LA Insider needs to do what the LA Insider does best.
Interview a USC fan about the Beavs.
Yeah, interview...
Oh, no. Ask a interview a USC fan about Wayne Tinkle.
About Wayne? Okay. I'll see if anybody knows anything about Wayne Tinkle.
Yep.
Perfect.
Like, he was the sexiest coach in college basketball in 2014.
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, I doubt they know that.
All right, while we're still on the topic of college basketball, I want to get your guys' take on the second coming of basketball Christ, the 92-pointer himself, LaMelo Ball.
Oh, my
God.
That is sarcasm, by the way.
Are we done with Jeff? You got everything? Or are we giving Jeff?
Okay, I got kind of a hot take here on LaMelo Ball. That's the softest 92 points I've ever seen scored.
That is not a hot take.
That's not a hot take.
The whole game. That's such a bullshit 92 to get.
I know, that's not a hot take. He's been getting flamed.
No,
on social
honestly,
media for
that made me angry to watch.
Yeah, I was legitimately really mad to watch those highlights. Like, I saw him, I was like, sweet, LaMelo Ball, 92 points. And then I watched it, like, he's just cherry-picking the whole game.
Well.
What's even more ridiculous is that the other team doesn't even pick up on the goddamn scheme and doesn't adapt whatsoever. They just
because they can't.
That was 140 points.
Coolest LaMelo Ball highlight you can find. There is one where he catches an inbound pass, behind half court, comes up, points to half court, calls a shot, and it's a half court three, swish. That was badass.
I mean, there's no denying he's good as hell, but that's just a ridiculous padded 92-point stat line.
Almost all of them were wide open.
It is kind of
layups.
a weak 92 points.
A weak 90. All right, first let me tell you what. As a former high school basketball player myself,
oh my God,
and whose career high was 22 points, I'll say that right now. I will tell you what, 92 points in any setting in a high school basketball game is amazing. I don't care how you do it, how terrible the team is. 92 points, best high school basketball player of all time.
Wow, that's a hot take there, Logan. That's a hot one.
Thanks.
You're a troll.
No, I'm not.
And we are currently watching his brother versus the Oregon Ducks right now. So
it's
gonna be the better. Yeah, he's gonna be the better ball player anyway. So
Jeff, LaMelo Ball to the Lakers, 2021.
Yep, bucket.
No, because I hope by then the Lakers will figure their shit out and they won't have to be drafting in the top 5.
2000. Oh, LaMelo.
I said LaMelo. LaMelo's
like,
a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's only a sophomore, so that'd be like the 2020 draft. Is that right?
Yeah, he'll only do 1 year at UCLA, I'm sure.
I was thinking you were saying Lonzo, and I was like, what?
No. Yeah, I just had to get that out there since literally everyone on planet Earth is talking about that 92 right now. So we've talked Super Bowl.
What about Charles Oakley?
I was just about to get to that because I'm heated.
Free Oak.
I'm heated. All right.
Oak, baby.
So we talked about the Super Bowl. We talked some college hoops. Now we on to the boy hashtag Free Oakley. Jeff, you want to give a synopsis to the listeners of what we know so far, allegedly, that has happened?
So basically, what I've heard is Charles Oakley showed up, bought his own ticket, sat across the road from James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks. Dolan and Oakley, I guess, have been beefing for a while.
Because Oakley made fun of Oakley had some snide remark about his rehab or something like a couple years ago.
Okay, I didn't know that, but anyway, Dolan Dolan just had him kicked out. Oakley seems like he was just minding his own business, and they kicked him out. And it's kind of a bad look for the Knicks right now because
they're terrible and trash.
I mean, they're like the Knicks are just such a dumpster fire. It's just kind of funny now. Like at this point, this just tops everything that the Knicks have ever done. Like this is just such a bad look. No other NBA franchise would ever do that. Like if you had like the Blazers would never do that with like Otto. I want to say Otto Porter, but
Bill Walton, yeah, Clyde, people like that.
Like
Otto
Bill Walton, that would
Porter.
never happen.
Otto Porter Jr.
Like,
And the
Otto
worst
Porter,
part is,
plays for the Wizards.
literally no one is on the Knicks side. They tried to release, their official statement says there were dozens of security staff employees and NYPD that witnessed Oakley's abusive behavior. It started when he entered the building and continued until he was arrested. Every single statement we have received is consistent. Everything he has said since the incident is pure fiction.
Well, I got abusive behavior.
Okay,
Look at
you know
James
what?
Dolan's
I'm gonna go in
face.
on the Knicks here a little bit. The Knicks on their PR staff, on their Twitter team should be ashamed of themselves for saying that they're praying for Charles Oakley as if he had something, as if he's like mentally challenged or drunk or has a drinking problem. These guys are out of their mind. I can't believe they would tweet that out.
I thought the funniest response to that because they said I hope he gets help or whatever is just like almost all of the responses were like the Knicks need help. Like I hope you guys get help, and it was funny.
You know what needs help? James Dolan's face. Look at it.
Ayo. So does his band. Apparently, he's got a jazz band too that's supposedly really bad.
Yeah, James Dolan. Look at him.
He wears
Google
a
it.
fedora,
James
so
Dolan has a
you
very
can't trust
punchable
that guy.
face.
Haley, what's your take on the Charles Oakley situation?
My take is it looked. Oh.
Hold it up. Hold up to the phone.
Oh.
Way to coach, Jeff.
the girlfriend's take on it. Don't know who these people are, but it looked bad.
Well, how
And
about
the girls'
how about the
fresh
Bachelor?
take.
Give us a Bachelor report.
Oh.
Jake, you and Haley can talk about the Bachelor. Give us a little Bachelor update.
Whoa, I could talk about The Bachelor. It's a great show.
Haley, who you got? Who's your hot take pick?
Oh, I like Vanessa.
I got Vanessa winning it all.
I also have Vanessa.
I have the wild card, Corinne.
Oh,
There's no chance Corinne wins it, but she's hilarious.
What are the chances that he ends up alone?
Actually, I give that probably a 40% chance.
after
that
this
it-
last week's episode, probably pretty high.
Nick Loki a bitch. Actually, high key. Nick's soft. Okay. Yeah, so enough of The Bachelor. Anyways, free Oakley. Knicks are terrible.
Yeah,
What's new?
Yeah, literally, what's new?
yeah. Those guys, that's about it.
Going off of the Knicks, Jeff, when's the deadline? A week? 2 weeks?
Sorry, when's the deadline for what?
The NBA trade deadline. Like a week and a half or so, or something like
Yeah,
that?
it's around the
I
20th.
think it's like end of February.
Will Carmelo Anthony be a Knickerbocker come
Yes.
March?
Yes.
I don't think he will. Or, I don't know. I mean, it's so obvious Phil wants this guy gone, but
Fuck
I don't
Phil.
know if it's
I
Phil
hate
should be the
Phil.
one that's gone.
Phil needs to go.
Like, I guess I'd put it this way: if I were Celtics, Clippers, or the Cavs, I would not trade for him. I don't think he would make your team better. I don't think he would get you to. He wouldn't take you over the top if you were, the Clippers. You're going to do the same. You're going to be in the same spot if you're the Clippers. If you trade for Carmelo, and maybe even worse because you're giving up bench. You're giving up a bench, which is one of the most important things come playoff time. And the Clippers the last 2 years' biggest issue has been they don't have a bench. So why would you trade away two of your biggest bench assets? Just it doesn't make much sense.
Sorry. I completely agree with you. I do agree with you that I think he will be gone though.
I don't think so.
Logan disagrees. Grant?
I don't think he'll be gone, honestly. I just don't see it coming together. But I mean, it wouldn't shock me, obviously. I just don't think so.
Agreed. Either way.
76ers,
We'll see what happens. It won't.
76ers will do something big. I'll say that right now.
76ers.
That
Embiid
would be
gone?
hilarious. I would love for the Sixers to trade for Carmelo.
76ers are
I'm
gonna
not
make multiple
really a
moves.
Carmelo guy, and I just love to see Carmelo try and trust the process.
Here, Jeff, we never really talk Blazers on this podcast anymore because me and Grant do our Rip City spinoff podcast. But what's your take on the Blazers trade situation coming in the next few weeks?
Well, they lost
Do you
Evan Turner.
They lost Evan Turner. Do you think anything should happen?
Yes.
And do you think anything will happen? Yes, I
So
do
are
think
they
something should
buyers
happen.
or sellers? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I don't know like what the trade market is out there for the Blazers. They need a big. I think they need another big, just from the outside.
I know who they're getting.
There's not really. I mean, would you get a guy like Jahlil Okafor?
Oh no, that's too big. It's too big. You heard it here first.
I don't know if I'd want that.
You heard it here first. I know who they're getting. They're gonna get Tyson Chandler and maybe another small player in a deal. But that's
For
gonna
who,
be
like Crab?
I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't know who they're gonna give up.
If I'm Portland, I'd kind of lay low. I don't think I'd make a move. Maybe a small move to clear up some cap space. Maybe get rid of
Geoff.
Alan Crabbe just to clear up a contract and trade him to a contender and trying to get kind of a piece back. But I mean, overall, I don't really think there's a whole lot the Blazers can do. They're contending for the 8th spot, and I mean, it's just not really going to matter in the long run. Even if they get to the 8th spot, they're going to play the Warriors. They're out in the first round.
They're not gonna make the playoffs.
That's. I think they'll make the playoffs.
That's what you're waiting to say?
They're getting as an 8th
Troll
seed.
ass.
Because the Blazers are way too talented to not be in the playoffs.
Interesting.
Yeah, I agree. They won't make it though.
So.
Troll ass Logan's just moving his head, doing his thing, trying to disrupt.
No, this isn't fair because Logan's a Spurs fan, and when it all
Lucky
comes
ass.
crashing down for the Spurs, they're going to crash hard.
Oh, now Logan's enticed.
Hey, Paul Gasol with everything. You could argue that it's already crashing down, and when Leonard's not playing as well as he was at the start of the season, you can already argue that. So yeah, I agree with you, Jeff.
Well, I guess you can make that argument, but I don't really see it like that. But
Yeah, neither do I. I just try to agree with you and rattle you.
there you go.
How close are you to the stadium, Jeff?
We're pretty close. dug it off at like 37th in exhibition.
Any last-minute statements you want to give to the listeners before you go partake in some Oregon State athletics and troll some fans with an interview for the show?
No, I mean just go Beavs. It's a lifestyle. You know, you just gotta embrace it. We're 4 and 17.
What?
Yeah, we're 4.
Yeah.
We lost 11 in a row. We're not off to a good start, but
Pretty
hey,
bad.
you know what? Better luck next year. Tonight's gonna be a statement loss. I'll call that.
A statement.
A
loss.
statement
it.
loss?
I
What,
agree.
we're going to lose by 40?
It's just gonna be a statement loss. You know, it's really gonna put a statement on what our season's all about.
I like that. I like it.
All right, well,
Haley,
enjoy
you got any
the...
takes?
What'd you say?
So they're gonna win.
Haley, you got any takes?
Oh,
Well, we're about to
go
jump on the
Beavs.
thing.
We may be the only 2 fans there.
Yeah, that's actually entirely possible that we're the only 2 Beaver fans there. If so, we will be loud. I will get Drew Eubanks or Wayne Tinkle's attention. They will see me.
There it is.
Classic second SS alone.
Hey, Chef. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, later, guys.
All right, see you, Jeff.
Go
Love you.
Beavs.
Damn it.
What?
I said I love you. I didn't say I love you back.
All right, well, that's pretty much wrapped up. Pretty decent Super Bowl / college basketball / Knicks rant / full circle Oregon State rant.
I'm just going to say, none of you guys let my James Dolan comments kind of sit. And I thought they were pretty good, so, yeah.
All you did was
I-
diss his face.
Yeah, he's pretty ugly, dude. You just look at
He is an ugly dude.
I
He is an
agree.
ugly dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was that's been another back-to-back Geoff interview / Haley interview calling for Second String Sports.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Back to back.
Back-to-back. All right. Well, that's pretty much wrapped up this week's episode. Next week is a pretty special show, all NBA All-Star Week. We got a special guest calling in. We don't really. We'll leave that for
Yeah,
them.
we'll
leave
leave
that
it
for
as
them
a
to see.
teaser. You can
Teaser
follow,
to-
follow
yeah.
the Twitter.
You guys can see that. Maybe we'll tweet it over the weekend.
Follow the Twitter at Second String Sports, sports with a Z, or hashtag Second SS if you want to join in on any of the debates for the games this weekend. But next week, big NBA show, All-Star talk, pretty much summarizing the NBA season, and we got a pretty cool NBA guest calling in to talk sports with us. So
Announce it Sunday.
want to drop the breaking interviewee news.
We'll get tweets rolling in.
Anyways, that episode will be recorded next Thursday, week from
Yeah.
today,
Uh-huh.
and then we will drop that for you guys Friday, right before the big All-Star weekend. So, Second String Sports. I'm Jake.
Logan.
Grant.
This has been the Super Bowl show. Have a good week. Do some fun things, and don't do drugs and stay in school.
Tyree had a better catch than Edelman.
And Logan storms off, and me and Grant are sitting here.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh yes, happy Valentine's Day. Be safe.
We love sports.
Buy chocolates, buy flowers, and if your girlfriend doesn't appreciate sports, fuck that bitch.